This is the Dodgers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hey now, what is up? Welcome to the Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done or nearly done. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Well, that is more like it. Three takeaways from this one for me. First I got to do this. Brought to you by FanDuel tonight. The Locked On Dodgers Postcast brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Well, three things I take away from this one.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Shohei Ohtani gets it rolling early with a home run. An exhale win for the Dodgers. That is what we expect from them. Now, we know that it's not going to happen every night, but when it does, it's like, yes, that's what we need to see more frequently. Like in consecutive nights. Let's get on a roll and do that over a 10-game span 7 times. Not that followed by an 11-2 loss. So that felt good. Everything about that was solid. I mean, I come away from this game going, you know, sometimes when you win like that, it's boring, but it's also comfortable and needed and relaxing and so forth. They don't all have to be nail biters. And a comfortable, uninteresting, dominant ass kicking like that is always welcomed and definitely what the Dodgers needed today, without a doubt. Kershaw showing up again, looking good, looking like the old Kershaw today. The curveball was working, the slider was working. 5 Ks, 3 hits, 7 shutout innings. Hang a star on that one, baby.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Although Shohei Ohtani deserves honorable mention with those 2 home runs he hit, Clayton Kershaw has to be the player of the game. I mean, just out there doing his thing. It was nice to see. And I think it's even more exciting and entertaining when most of you don't have any faith in him. I think that's the best part about this. Most Dodger fans it's not like they don't like Kershaw, but at this point, I feel like Dodger fans are always apprehensive about what they're going to get from him when he goes out there. And I fall into that too sometimes, but I always kind of come back to, I'm not surprised because it's Clayton Kershaw. He's a future Hall of Famer. Although I hate when people say that. Let's say this instead. He is a professional pitcher who is damn good and has been for his entire career. So yeah, he's had some bumps, but who hasn't? And when you see that from him, you're like, yes, I love it. Here's how the strikeouts went tonight. His 5 strikeouts were curve slider, curve slider. The slider was working very well tonight, and the curve when he has those 2 pitches working, he's hard to hit. 4-pitch second inning. How about that? 1 hit through 4 and 3 through 7. Probably could have gone longer. Probably could have finished it, right? Roy says, don't want to jinx it, but this needs to be Kershaw's MO. You just jinxed it. Thanks. Good job, Roy. What? No, he didn't. Did he? Batty Bad says Kike just gave up a slam. Are you kidding me? This game's supposed to be over. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Come on, Kike. Helmet hat man. What the heck? Who hit it? Schmidt. How about that for Schmidt? Back-to-back nights with a grand slam. Don't see that very often. Wow. Okay. Did they pull him or they just let him get out of it? We got 2 outs. I mean, he's going to get out of it, right? We don't have anything to worry about here, do we? I'm not jinxing it by starting it with 2 outs in an 11-0 game. That'll, what is he? Matty Man says, that'll help your RBI total. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of a left turn there. Not what we're looking for. But hey, still, I'm going to go out on a limb and predict the Jackie Robinson win, even though it's 11-4 when it was just 11-0 a minute ago. And by Jackie Robinson win, I mean win number 42 for the Dodgers, as they will grab a 1-game lead on the San Francisco Giants, who now have a runner on first. Encarnacion with a single. Come on, Kike. Get out of this. This is not what we're looking for right now. We don't need a late 9th inning rally. Let's get back to the night that was prior to just now. Shohei Ohtani, first at bat of the game, leadoff homer, number 24. Good news about that, it's his first home run in the last 11 games. So we were maybe a little bit frustrated with what we've seen from Ohtani in the month of June. It really hasn't been his month, just like Freddie. Both of those guys have been struggling since the calendar turned to June. So it's nice to see him hit that one in the first to start the game. And then that home run he hit in the 6th inning was Shohei Ohtani at his finest. That was prototypical Shohei Ohtani. 25th home run of the season, only traveled 384 feet, but it was a home run with a flick of the wrist out over the plate, away, a curveball, and he went out and got it and launched it to right field. That's one of those things that you don't see very often from Shohei Ohtani or anybody else. I mean, look, let's be honest. There's not very many people that are even capable of hitting that kind of home run. The fact that it was out, away, up, and a curveball, and he went out and just flicked his wrist and yanked it to right field. That was fantastic to see. We're still lingering on here. Runners on first and third, 11-4 still, 2 outs. It's going on. What does Roy say? Dodger fans, call it how they see it. If you suck, you get coal. If you perform, you get flowers. That is a fair point. Dodger fans, I don't want to say that they're, that's a really good point, Roy. I feel like Dodger fans, again, I'm biased, but let me just say this. I feel like Dodger fans are fairly honest, and I don't think they're overly positive. They're not homer honks. And I also think Dodger fans are not negative Nancy's either, right? It's not like, oh, we suck. Because, that would be kind of foolish when you have this kind of payroll and coming off a World Series. And look, there have been stretches where that has been the case. Oh, we'll get him next year. Coming off of the 2020 COVID World Series, that was the mantra for a couple of years. But the Dodgers have won the West, 9 or 10 years, or whatever that streak they had going is. It's been a phenomenal run. So I feel like Dodger fans have every right to be overly cocky, but I don't feel like they are. 11-5. Are we going to get Kike, or are we just going to leave him out there? I mean, seriously, how long does this have to go on? 11-5, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Somebody just made an error. Encarnacion scored on an error. Kisner's safe at first on a throwing error by Miggy Rojas. Well, that's what you get for hitting home runs, Miggy. Yeah, I hit one to make it 11-0. Throwing error from Miggy doesn't make throwing errors. What is going on here? I want to stop the show and start over after this game. 11-0. It's now 11-5. Come on. Lee's at the bat. He's not a very good hitter. He's 0 for 3 tonight. So, yeah, he'll get out. I'm so distracted. I can't do the damn show because I'm worried about what's going to happen in this game. All right, let's take the break. By the time we come back from the break, it'll be over. Okay. It's 11-5 now. Kike's leaving the barn door Just a tad bit ajar. It's not open, just ajar. He hasn't quite wet the bed yet. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, but I don't feel like getting up. All right, I'll get up. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. We appreciate you allowing us to be your source for your team every day. Tonight's episode of the Locked On Dodgers postcast brought to you by Trade Coffee. Let's be real. Coffee isn't just a drink. It is a regular part of most people's life. It is a ritual, a lifeline that gets you from half asleep in the morning to fully functioning and off and running. And if it's that essential, why settle for anything less than amazing? That's where Trade Coffee comes in. Trade Coffee is the #1 coffee destination in the U.S., delivering fresh, incredible coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. Whether you're a cold brew fan or a pour over purist or just a good old fashioned percolator, you'll love what Trade Coffee has to offer. Right now, Trade is exclusively offering our customers 50% off 1 month of a trial at drinktrade.com/lockedonmlb. That's TRADE.com/lockedonmlb for 50% off a 1 month trial. Drinktrade.com/lockedonmlb. Tonight's episode is also brought to you by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are almost over, so definitely in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances and major momentum shifts, and can't miss moments as well. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action as the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Final wind down. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live during the game. With player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. So head over to FanDuel.com. If you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. FanDuel.com, you can place your first $5 bet. If it is a winner, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. So make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right. We're back. Are we done yet? Is it over? Are we out? Second and third, 2 outs. Manuel says, one more strike. Gage, good point here. I'm assuming that you're amazed by his stat line being dominant and good, right? Gage says, I'm amazed by Kershaw's stat line tonight. Yeah. No runs, just 3 hits, 5 Ks through 7 innings. And then from there, Kopech came in, did his job after a shaky outing last time out. He threw 15 pitches, struck out 2, the rest zeros. Kike 2/3, gave up 4 earned on 3 hits, 3 walks, 1 homer and 1 K. Bonda is in there now, so that's good. This will be over sooner before later. Let's hope. Yeah, I there are times when I don't love this whole position player pitching thing. It's kind of becoming a little too regular for the Dodgers, and that's a good thing most of the time because that means they're up big. But they're also doing it when they're down big, and that one makes more sense to me. When you're getting shellacked, yeah, we don't need to waste any arms. The game's over, and it is now final. Thank you, Matty Man and Gage. 11-5 the final. Bonda got out of it. So Kike not going to be pleased with that outing, that's for sure. His ERA now 9 after giving up 4 runs, 5 total on 3 hits, including a homer. So his ERA going up. Let's look at the offense tonight, because that was a big part of this win for the Dodgers. We gave Clayton Kershaw player of the game, but yeah, Ohtani deserves at least honorable mention there. 2 home runs, 24 and 25, 2 RBI. He walked twice, so he's on base 4 times. Good night for him. 2 for 3, average at 290. the slug at 638 and the OBP at 385. That first flurry of 5 in the third for the Dodgers was fun. I remember actually the second inning. Sorry. That was a good inning. They got the comfortable lead out of the way. Pages with an RBI up the middle after Teo and Max had walked. Then Conforto, nice piece of hitting from Conforto there. He just laced that one to right field. First pitch swing, and that made it 3-0, knocking in a couple there. Then Mookie with the bases loaded, a 1-out rip to left field that just nearly got out, but it hit the bottom of the wall because it had some top spin on it. So he knocked in 2 more to make it 5-0. And then Freddie walked and Will Smith a sac fly to make it 6-0. So that put them comfortably ahead and would have been enough if they didn't score anymore, as it was 6-5. Again, win number 42 for the Dodgers, 24-12 at home. In the third, they added on a little bit. Max Muncy, a leadoff double, scored on a Hesong Kim single up the middle, and Freddie struck out with the bases loaded. So Freddie's still going through it right now. 0 for 2 tonight, batting average falling down to 338, which sounds great, but he was up at like 370 there for a good period of time in the month of May. Yeah, I agree. Roy is making some good points tonight. Freddie's still not right. And you know where you can see it? On his face. That's when you know Freddie is not going well. Even when he is going well, it's not like he's Teoscar Hernandez with this, smile from ear to ear, but it's just a different look. He has this confidence about him. Right now, he just has this sort of downtrodden frustration, like all over his face. You can just tell that he's not happy with the way things are going, and rightfully so. But that's Freddie. That's why he's great. That's why we love him, because when he's not good, he doesn't think it's no big deal. He's very, very concerned about it and will obviously figure it out and be back in a short period of time. I don't think it's going to take till the month of July for him to find his way again. Will Smith 1 for 4 today with an RBI, batting average at 317. Teo again, another home run, third consecutive night with a home run for Teoscar Hernandez. So he's definitely back in a groove as well. I mentioned Miggy Rojas, a home run there to make it 11-0, a little bit of insurance, but then gave it right back with a throwing error in the ninth inning. Pages 1 for 5, left the game early because the Dodgers were up so big, but 1 for 5 with an RBI. He's batting 281. So everything tonight felt good, looked good. Dodgers got it rolling. Let's hope they can keep it up and win this series tomorrow. Flashing back to yesterday, how much of an anomaly that game was. Although we talked a little bit about last night, how it felt like, the offense, even though they won a couple of nights ago, still the offense wasn't quite rolling like it did tonight. The 2-hit performance last night, both from Teo. It was the first time since 2020 the Dodgers had 2 or fewer hits, which is that's crazy. That's how powerful their offense has been. So good to see that Teo has got it going, and his home run, his 13th of the year, a hang it and bang it curveball that he absolutely just jumped all over, 422 feet deep into the bullpen, caught by Alex Vesia. So all around fun there, the sunflower seed shower and so forth. Also good news from the IL. Glass now through 2 innings in a sim game today. Everything looked good. And Blake Snell, 20 to 25 pitches in the bullpen. So those guys will be back sooner before later, which is also good news for the Dodgers, who win tonight 11-5, beating the hated ones. And they look to take the series tomorrow at the Ravine. That one underway at, why is it still saying live? I think it's another 7 o'clock a game, if I'm not mistaken. Got to go to the schedule. Let's see what we got for tomorrow. Is it Dustin May's turn on the rotation? No, a little bit earlier. Tomorrow is Sunday. Yeah, Father's Day tomorrow. I forget what day it is. Yeah, Dustin May gets to start 4 o'clock on Father's Day at the Ravine. So all of you fathers out there, this is how your day should go. You spend the most of the day, the morning into the afternoon, watching the U.S. Open, and then, maybe your favorite meal or a beer and a cigar out by the pool, whatever it is you're doing. Then you got the Dodgers at 4. Sounds like a pretty good day to me. Or maybe you play golf in the morning because that's the only day your wife will let you play golf. And then you watch the Dodgers at 4. I purposely don't play golf on Father's Day because it seems like it's too easy. You know, it's cheap. It's like, come on, play golf on another day. Spend time with your family. Spend time with the person that made you a father, right? It's not all about you. It's about the family and the kids, so forth. So happy Father's Day to all. We'll talk tomorrow after this one is over. Again, Dustin May will take on Harrison. First pitch, 4:00, Dodger Stadium. And I will be here to break it down for you when it is all over and done with on the Locked On Dodgers podcast network, the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. And don't forget, that's where you check out Jeff and Vince with the Locked On Daily Dodgers podcast, Monday through Friday, getting into about 30 to 35 minutes of all things going on in the Dodger universe. I'm Pete Fox. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the comments. Take care. Have a good night. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll talk tomorrow.